right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Stephen Fletcher is in the studio, and he is the intake and referral coordinator for the Marion County Senior Services. And he's been with us before, and I have a neighbor who I think went to see you, Stephen. And do you remember? Oh, no, you don't know. Well, I'll tell you that in a second. Casandra Jackson is with Stephen. Casandra is a physician and healthcare liaison for hospice of Marion County, and they're here to talk about the Fort McCoy Health and Safety Fair happening this coming Saturday, 2 days from today, from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Fort McCoy Public Library, and we'll give you the details about where that is and everything you might need to know about that. So, Stephen and Casandra, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Rob. Larry.
So, Stephen, I have a neighbor, a friend since 1972. He's got Down syndrome, and he lives alone. He's self-sufficient. He has caregivers, etc. And Robin and I drive him around a lot too, as well. But we were telling him about the transport. The transport. So he was interested, but he's only 50.
He's 55.
55. So
Yeah, 55.
So he's not eligible.
Actually, I met him before, and
did you meet him here?
Yes,
Okay,
I met him actually here, and he does qualify. He does qualify.
Well, he must have misunderstood then.
Yeah, he does qualify for the transportation, so he just needs to call the reservation number, and then once he calls the reservation number, they can go ahead and set him up and get him started. Yeah.
Okay, so he told me he wasn't 60, so he didn't.
No, he he qualifies.
Go
He qualifies, yeah.
Good, I'm glad.
figure. So, Fort McCoy, I love Fort McCoy. It's just a pretty area, isn't it? Just to drive
Yes,
through it. I don't know much about
gorgeous.
the history or the fort it's named after. I don't know anything about that. But do you? Do you guys know anything?
No, not at all. We just know that the population is growing out there. It has gone up since 2000, 10%.
Yeah.
Right now, there's about 8,400 residents that live out there, and we're understanding that they truly feel forgotten.
Do they really? Oh my
yes.
goodness! Well, we can't let that
Yes,
happen.
I mean, they do have services out there, post office, library.
Right. And the library is where you're going to be on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Gas stations and a grocery store and things like that. However, medical services, they need to know a little bit more about. And so
And with your work in hospice, is it out in Fort McCoy?
we work all over Marion County.
Okay, okay.
Hospice in Marion County has been here since 1983 and has served
You're very pretty.
Marion.
So if I was dying, you would come see me?
I think he wants practice. So
just curious.
just
to
before the
educate
moment,
the
you know.
Stephen, you understand, right?
Yes, I do.
I love the way you talk. So, I mean, well, I might live longer. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Might help me live a little
Maybe you
longer.
can do a couple run-throughs before the actual day.
So you have a health and safety fair.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean? Well, I guess it's easy to understand, but not
Well,
the
we're bringing
details.
out people who are interested, who have already been in that area to take care of the residents out in Fort McCoy. But letting the residents know what they have at their fingertips, what services are out there. Close
Okay. So
by.
they just go by the library and they find out about things they didn't even know they
Yes.
had access to.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And does that include what you guys do over at Marion Senior
Yes,
Services?
well, basically, Marion Senior Services, along with various other vendors, going to have the fair where they're going to have medical screening, dental screenings, children's activities, serve food too. So it's going to be a big hoopla there. So come on out, Fort McCoy.
So what kind of dental services are there that they don't know about?
Well, the Heart of Florida is an organization here in Marion County that is expanding their services.
Okay.
And they're going to provide information about how they can get dental services.
So basically,
Yeah.
we're like a community outreach. We're going to get out there in the community, have all the folks from Fort McCoy area come by,
Okay.
and partake in this fair. And at that time, we're going to provide different services from these different vendors, and of course, these different vendors is going to give them some information that they possibly need.
And this is an event for all ages.
All
All
ages,
ages.
all ages. So bring the kids. bring the seniors, everyone.
So you work in the field, both of you. So is there anything out there that you were surprised at? I mean, was there anything you said, wow, I didn't know we had this?
No, not really.
No,
not really. We just know that we had to have a combined effort with all these other organizations. For example, the Marion County Fire Rescue is going to be there.
Okay.
Heart of Florida, all the different area churches, along with different home care agencies. United Way is going to be there, which is a big contributor.
Right.
Elder Options. Just going to be so much vendors going to be out there. Yeah.
Right.
So the safety part, I'm guessing that has to do with like what, smoke alarms and things of that sort?
The sheriff's office,
Okay.
and she's going to be doing some fingerprinting for the kids.
Okay.
For safety, as far as and giving information for people who are elderly and might wander and
Right.
can use
That's good.
the
That's gonna be
safety
me,
bracelets.
So
And
the bracelet.
I'm thinking I'll be going that road too.
You're going that way? Oh, I'm with you. We'll both be wandering out there.
I was
I
surprised.
bet you they
to hear-
shoot me before they shoot you.
I was surprised to hear that there are people who are willing to do shoe fittings for diabetic.
Really?
For
Oh,
diabetic
nice.
patients who and Medicare provides funds.
No, explain that a little bit. I don't know.
What I understand is that they can be fitted for a pair of shoes once a year, and Medicare will pay for it. There's a process. Their doctor has to
Really?
certify that they're eligible, but there's somebody willing to come and do check your shoe size and get the shoes ordered for you.
And they're
then
special shoes
special shoes for diabetics.
for diabetics. Oh, that's
okay.
pretty amazing. Keeps your circulation going in your toes and things like that.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to have someone come there with, bringing like child safety seats to make sure that everyone knows how to install those seats in cars, and according to the different weights.
So you guys have a lot of stuff in 3 hours. It's a 3-hour event.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, and our community health out there, they're providing a lot of the children's services, kind of joining forces with the school and getting the kids to come out and learn about wellness and exercise and things like that.
So what is your day like?
So,
What do you do? I mean, you're a physician and you work with hospice.
I'm a
and-
physician and healthcare liaison, so I talk to physicians in their offices about what we do at Hospice of Marion County and how we like to care for people in their home. That's our first priority.
Okay, in their home. So when you say
Yes.
you're in Fort McCoy, does that mean you're in their homes in Fort McCoy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have
There's a veterans assisted living facility out in Fort McCoy.
Yes, the VFW home.
So would you go in there as well? If
Yes.
so somebody could be in hospice care and stay there. They wouldn't
Yes,
have to
we
go anywhere else.
absolutely do.
Oh, really?
It's a beautiful complex, by the way.
Yes.
We've been there a couple of times, and what's his name? Major Lugo?
Yes, Alugo.
Oh, Lugo.
Yes.
Yes,
He's a nice
Noel.
guy.
Yes.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's a great facility. If anybody has the chance to stop in and look, I mean, they are looking for active,
They are really nice people. Yeah.
active seniors, or I should say, but
Yeah.
retired military people who really just want a place to live and still like to travel, and they'll have a spot to come back to.
It is a really
home.
nice place. I bet you yesterday, being Veterans Day, I bet you they had a big deal out there. I didn't catch wind of
They
it.
did. I was
Were
actually
you there?
part of it. We
okay.
pinned 44 veterans out there.
You pinned them?
We honored them. Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That was
Marion
sweet.
County, honors veterans, and so we go around and do a ceremony for them. We provide them a pin and a certificate and thank them for their service. And so we were involved with several
Oh, that is
pinnings
awesome.
around the
Oh,
county.
how wonderful.
That is really cool.
amazing.
Yeah. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Stephen Fletcher is here with Casandra. Casandra Jackson. I hit my microphone. That's what I did. You got me distracted, Cassandra. We're talking about the Fort McCoy Health and Safety Fair happening this Saturday, November 14th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. So it's only 3 hours. So you got to make sure you schedule this in at the Fort McCoy Public Library. We'll tell you where that is and give you phone numbers, etc. when we come back. This is WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Today, areas of low clouds and fog giving way to sunshine. A very warm day, high 84 to 88. And tonight will be mainly clear. Lows ranging from about 60 inland to the mid and upper 60s at the coast. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Highs ranging from the upper 70s to the mid 80s. And on Saturday, sunshine and some clouds. Highs in the 70s to near 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Immerse yourself in a creative blend of art, music, and culture at the 34th Annual Downtown Festival and Art Show, November 14th and 15th in downtown Gainesville. Explore a stunning collection of artwork by 240 artists and marvel at world-class paintings, vivid photography, unique sculpture, dazzling jewelry, and so much more. Enjoy continuous entertainment on 4 stages all weekend, including a downtown blues concert on Friday night. Plus, bring the kids for free art activities at the Children's Imagination Station. For more information, call 352-334-ARTS.
Are you ready for a picnic? We'll save the date Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Silver Spring State Park. It's a family picnic for the re-election of Chris Blair as Marion County Sheriff. Tickets on sale now. $20 for a single, $30 for a couple, $50 for the entire family. If you'd like to purchase tickets, visit blair4sheriff.com. Live entertainment, great food, lots of children's activities. The family picnic for the re-election of Chris Blair. Saturday 11 to 4 at Silver Spring State Park.
Political advertisement paid for and approved by Chris Blair, Republican for Sheriff of Marion County.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
What happens when I'm talking to a pretty lady? I forget that we're supposed to be on the radio. I forget that we're supposed to do a radio show. Our 2 guests are both veterans, so we should mention that they are and thank them for their service. Stephen, you were 20 years in the...
Yeah, 22 years, U.S. Army.
In the Army, wow.
22 years.
And Casandra, you said you were in the Navy?
I was in the Navy Reserves for 8 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, good for you. My nephew, by the way, is in the Marion County Fire Rescue.
Okay.
And it was also he's also a vet.
Okay.
What branch was he in?
I think it was the Army.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he served in Afghanistan. I know
Yeah,
that.
probably Army.
He just did the Iron Man
Man.
thing. He just
Okay.
completed it. Holy mackerel!
Wow.
It's incredible.
He doesn't even look. That doesn't even seem like somebody related to me, does it? Doesn't seem like that's possible. All right. So speaking about health, so the Fort McCoy Health and Safety Fair. What are the biggest things that you guys see that is so preventable in the health world? Is it cigarette smoking? Is that the biggest thing? And does it depend on the generation? Like the older people, I'm guessing, are smoking more than the younger
Right.
kids.
I agree with you on that. We will have smoking cessation information out there
Okay.
as well. So, yes. Well, the younger population, not so much. My generation, there were,
You pretty
don't
much
smoke,
stopped,
don't
huh?
smoke. Yes. I mean, we had teenagers.
I know you
doing a
got
little
kids
bit of
outside
that,
this
but-
window that smoke all the time.
Right.
You also said the Marion County Fire Rescue and the Marion County Sheriff's Department is going to be there.
Yes.
What will they be featuring? Do you know?
Well, earlier I mentioned about the child safety seats. That's one of the things that they're going to bring out there. They're probably going to bring like their fire trucks and possibly I think last year they did the SWAT.
Yes.
They brought the
Oh,
SWAT people
nice.
out there, and just so the public can see exactly what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
The EMS will bring a ambulance, so They can see what that looks like and let them
Well,
know
that'll
that,
be exciting for the kids.
yes.
Exactly.
With the same.
And you can, and by having them in there so visual that the children can see them and actually speak to them and have a conversation, that way if a child is in trouble, they know that they can run to those people, that they'll be in a safe haven.
Yes, absolutely. Those can be very scary, experiencing that for the first time, yes.
Where exactly is the library in Fort McCoy?
It is, if you take, what is that road?
I can give you the address. It's 14660 Northeast County Road, 315.
Okay.
And that's out there in Fort McCoy. For those of you that have GPS, the zip code is 32134.
And if you go east on Silver Springs Boulevard, 315 intersects with Highway 40, so
That's correct. And
it's
you
just
make
a
left,
straight
you make a
shot.
left and you go over
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
GPS recently.
just a
I'm
straight shot.
I'm a newcomer to the GPS world.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have a navigator.
Oh.
There's a ship down in Tampa or Clearwood. There's an army
in the
ship, like a
port.
World War II ship. I don't remember what it's called, but I read about it. I said, "Gosh, I want to
Battleship,
see this.
huge.
Yeah, I want to see this battleship. Let's take a drive down to the battleship." This was before the GPS, so we had a Rand McNally map.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Robin was my navigator, so she was reading the map and telling me where to turn, and I said, there's no water anywhere. Are you sure we're close to this boat? There's no water. How far did we go past it?
So far south and so far inland.
We went so far
We were
past
like an
it.
hour past.
Right.
Yeah,
GPS,
I am so
those are
bad
great.
at
They really
navigating.
are.
my GPS
However.
talks to me very nicely too.
Yeah.
She says, "When possible, make a U-turn." So yes, use your GPS. I love the fact that we can just give addresses now. One of the beauties of radio combined with the internet is that for that same thing, technology makes, okay, we can tell you something, and then if all we need to give you is a .something, .com, .org, or whatever, and people can look it up. Is there a website associated with this event or with anything?
Actually, no.
No?
We don't have, no. No, we just have the phone number with the extension and just call in and most of our marketing is by word of mouth and flyers and
Yes.
us talking to you.
Okay,
basically.
okay, so we'll help you out with that. And so, okay, so now Robin has on here the Marion Senior Services website.
Okay.
Yes, MarionSeniorServices.org.
Yeah, MarionSeniorServices.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does I guess hospice has a website too?
Yes, we're hospiceofmarion.com.
Okay.
You have on here that area churches will be at this event. That's really, really important, I feel.
Yes, the Interfaith, the Fort McCoy Baptist Church in Fort McCoy is partnered with Interfaith out there, and they're going to be helping us as well. They'll have a table there and to talk to the community about what they offer.
If people want to bring non-perishable food items to drop off to Interfaith during
they
the
will
event, can they do
absolutely
that?
be willing
Oh, yeah,
to take them,
we can do
yes.
that,
Yes.
Actually, I'll take them to Marion
s-
Senior Services.
Oh, okay.
It's put in our pantry.
I thought you were going to take them.
Oh, okay. So
Dinty Moore. I like the Dinty Moore products.
Oh, so you supply the seniors also with Marion County Senior Services?
Most
You're-
definitely.
you're-
Most definitely, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We do have a pantry at our facility, but that food is mostly geared towards our clients. Yeah, not outside.
But you are taking donations, though, for that also?
Yes, we are.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent,
So
excellent.
in both of your worlds, do you see an increase in workload during the holidays?
In my world, yes.
Yes?
I would say a little bit.
Why? I wonder why that is.
It's sort of like this, for whatever reason, the holiday season sometimes.
Sounds like a
People
Woody
are-
Allen movie, doesn't it? Death Has a Season.
Yes.
Isn't that a title? Something?
Yeah. But, a lot of times, well, in our county, we have lots of snowbirds and
Oh,
people who
okay.
travel.
That would explain that,
So
yeah,
we'll have
yeah.
more people come in, but we also, it's a time when families get together, and around Thanksgiving, they're finally seeing mom or dad for the first time again after
Oh, yeah.
a while,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
walk in and realize maybe they need a little extra. Maybe somebody needs to look after them a little bit closer. And
Did you see this story? There was a lady in a memory support unit, and I don't know that she was in hospice, but she had very little short-term memory left. And there was her son decided he was a daughter, he wanted to go see his mom and let her know before she dies, Mom, all these years I'm really a woman trapped in a man's body. Okay. So he goes to her and she's just all loving on him, saying, well, that's okay. Now I have a new daughter. And I'm not making this up. So then he goes back the next week. Now she's totally forgotten that this has happened. So he goes back and he forgets that she forgets. And she goes, hey, Johnny, no, I told you, Mom, I'm Sarah now. Oh, I got a new daughter. So the scene is repeated like Groundhog's Day over and over again. I mean, there's an element of sadness.
Yes.
And there's an element of this something kind of silly about that and funny, isn't it?
Right.
Do you have that? Is it a weird mix for you to? Like, do you find yourself laughing sometimes, even in the face of stuff that should be sad?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You find humor in everything, but it's about living out that quality of life. So if we can laugh.
I know. See, Robin and I do music, and so every now and then we'll get a call. Hey, can you come play music at hospice? I was like, you sure? You want our music at hospice? Like, we played at one of those bike rides. It was a smaller bike ride. It was for one of the hospice workers. You might know her, Joey.
For Joey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know Joey?
Yes.
I met Joey once. Yeah.
And then same with us, just at one time. But it seemed to, I mean, because we're kind of silly with what we do, so it kind of brightened it up a little bit. So whatever works, you know.
Right. Well, we want to capture the spirit of the person, and she was very fun and happy, and so that's how people want to remember her, and I'm sure that's what she would have
You
wanted.
do an amazing job, both of you.
Nice.
If I put myself in your shoes, I don't know how I would do it. I mean, it takes a special person to do both of what you do.
The centers are also going to be there. Sometimes people need a little counseling and they're too embarrassed to go somewhere, but this is going to be able to bring them a hands-on, face-to-face opportunity.
And everything is strictly confidential, so they should have no embarrassment about discussing whatever internal problems they have.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll have a social worker there who will be able to pick up on some things, should it be necessary, but it's mostly informational, and then they can follow up.
So I'm guessing most of the people who visit will be from the Fort McCoy area.
Yes.
But if we're out in that area, we don't have to live there to go to the events.
Absolutely not.
If you know somebody out in Fort McCoy, let them know. I don't know that our signal reaches that strongly out there. I know it reaches there, but you'd have to know to tune in. So all ages, it's the Fort McCoy Health and Safety Fair this coming Saturday from 10 to 1 at the Fort McCoy Public Library. As Stephen mentioned, the address is 14660 Northeast, is it County Road? Country Road?
County Road.
County Road.
County Road 315 in Fort McCoy. And any phone numbers you want to give out, Stephen?
Yes, 352-873-7400 and extension 1204.
That's how you can RSVP or get more information about them.
Oh, do you need to RSVP?
You don't have to RSVP, but it'd be nice to
just let them know.
Let us know.
And you can come out there. We're going to have free food. Hot dogs, hamburgers, music. So it's going to be fun.
1 week later, it's the Light Up Ocala event. Are you guys at that? Are you guys going to be at either?
Most likely.
Yes.
Oh, just as do you have a booth set up? Or?
Not that I know of.
Well, stop and say hi to us.
We will.
You know what we're doing? Look behind you. We're giving away gigantic TVs.
Oh, I'll be there.
Right.
I'll be there.
I could put that in the man cave.
There you go. That's right. He's got a man cave.
Yeah, it's a man cave thing, Casandra. I'm sorry. Thank you both for what you've chosen to do. Thank you for your service to the country, and certainly thank you for coming in here. We will put this video online. It'll be there by 2 o'clock this afternoon. And everybody listening, please share this. We would like to spread the word by word of mouth as much as possible. The Fort McCoy Health and Safety Fair this coming Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. We will be right back.